So rumor has it you're having short people problems.
I am. I am having short people problems. They're real problems.
Are they?
They are.
What's up? What can I help you with?
I can't reach into that box.
This box.
That box.
All right, you need some help.
I even tried to tip it.
All right,
bring
what
the
do we got
contents
here?
Closer to me.
Oh, fun. Is this one?
This one.
Beautiful.
Because I couldn't do it.
Short
Get
people
up there.
problems.
Short people problems. I was like, I got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, so I wanted to show you my warehouse find of the day today. It is Toto, the collection.
What?
It is all 7 of their albums. It goes from the 70s all the way up to 1988, even though we all know that the best one is 4.
And you know why?
Because it has Rosanna and Africa. But it's really cool because they've got these little mini LP covers.
Okay.
So I was pretty excited. I like Isolation too.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in isolation.
I know, we're all in isolation. Stay in your homes. Be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But that was my find of the day.
Yeah, we got over $30 for that thing.
Yeah, isn't it cool though?
Yeah. So we're still selling stuff, still in our warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not shipping to just anybody online.
No.
You know, this is all of our Amazon, eBay, whatever stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly books.
Lots of books.
But
We got books.
we also got Toto, the collection.
Mm-hmm.
What? All right, so I got to do this book review thing. Today's book is The Art of Seduction. That's right. I actually listened to this whole audiobook. I used to drive around a lot. I listened to a lot of audiobooks. Now I thought, ooh, The Art of Seduction. I'm going to learn how to seduce people. That's not what ended up happening with this book. With this book, I was able to actually tell who was bullshitting me, who was trying to seduce me. When I thought seduction, I thought it was, ooh, sexy. Had nothing to do with that. Well, a little bit, because it talks about Cleopatra and other prominent people in history and how they seduced the public. Like if you were ever wondering how Trump got so popular and won, he seduced everybody. This book will explain it all to you. But it also teaches you how to seduce people and the people in your life. It'll explain to you how they seduced you. Very interesting. Check it out. You ain't got nothing better to do. You're just sitting in your house doing nothing, I hope. Boom! I bet you it's on YouTube. Done. Are you ready for a Q&A?
Yes, I'm ready.
You had a bunch of questions asked to you.
Yeah, I saw.
There was like 15, 16 different questions.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You're still in your secret location.
I am still in my secret location.
Yours?
Mine. Yours.
What?
Yours. Your secret location.
That's right. When in doubt, I'm still in operation. Yeah. What was the rarest record you ever received in the record store?
That's got to be the Jazz.
Jutta Hip, right?
Jutta Hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a $3,000 record.
Yeah, but it's just super cool too.
All right. I mean, we have had some stuff that I would consider rarer,
Yeah.
but for money, that would be the most expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really rare to find a super clean copy of the Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham album, and we've had that.
We've had several.
Yeah, we've had several, even though it's considered rare. So, yeah, we get rare stuff.
I got a question.
Yes.
Another one. You ready?
Yes.
You ever gotten any Ram Jam on vinyl or CD? You know, oh, Black Biddy, Bama Lama Lama, something like that, right?
Yes.
And the gentleman also wrote, and by Ram Jam, I mean the one album that they did, or was it 2? I don't know.
Actually, it was 4.
Ram Jam did 4 albums.
4 albums. They did
What?
2 in the 70s, and then in 1990 there was a very best of, so greatest hits. So I don't know if that really counts as, you know, an album. And then 1994 they released another one.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And yes, it does come in, but it goes out almost as soon as it comes in.
Cause old Black Biddy, Bama Lama Lama, yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves that song.
All right. What do you think the best-selling record in the store has ever been of all time?
Of all time.
Of all
the
freaking
years we've been doing this. Okay, I'm thinking it's got to be a tie.
A tie.
A tie between Nirvana Unplugged in New York and Nirvana Nevermind. Because we have sold an awful lot of Nirvana on vinyl and on CD.
Okay. Question number 3
Yes.
or 4. During the years while running a record store, What is the number one insane, craziest customer interaction situation that you have witnessed? I could take this one,
Okay.
but I'm not on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
There's been a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a lot. There was a lady that introduced herself in a very funny way, and yeah, there's been a lot. I can't even.
Well, crazy situation. We went through some guy's record collection,
Uh-huh.
and I mean it was thousands, and then he just came up with some unrealistic price. I mean it was bad because it was thousands of records, and it was like, no, I'm not gonna give you 15 grand for, and it was by thousands of records. I mean thousands of Harry Belafonte.
Yeah. And yeah.
Oldies that we couldn't even move, and the conditions weren't there, and things like that.
Yeah, and I don't know who it was that told these people in the previous generations that paper sleeves are bad, and to not leave your records in paper sleeves, because don't you think that rough cardboard's even worse?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was definitely a crazy, moment.
All right.
Yeah.
I like this question.
Okay.
You ever kicked anybody out of the record store?
Yes. Yes.
She's kicked a few out.
Yes.
I've kicked a bunch out.
I had this one gentleman, and we had a couple interactions, and he just was a starer. He was just a starer.
What about the foot guy, man? The foot guy was kind of crazy.
I know, but the foot guy just left, but this guy just kind of looked at me, because I was like, you can go now. And he's like, what? And I was like, out! Get out! Don't come back!
I think the cell phone guy was the craziest.
Yeah.
A person who used to work for us that used to be in the videos. I'm not going to say the name. Gentleman comes in and gives her gifts and things.
And a cell phone with MapQuest directions to his house.
Yeah, I threw that friggin' guy right out.
He needed to go.
But that's not the craziest one.
No.
No, there's one that's far worse. I don't know if we want to get into that one.
I don't think we should get into that one. But
Homeboy said something pretty inappropriate, and I turned around and spazzed, and the store was full of people.
yeah.
And he ran.
Yeah. Yeah, but no one's ever fought back when we've said it's time to go, don't come back. No one's ever argued with us. They've just kind of left.
Speaking of the other girl,
Yes.
where did the tall girl who was in the Madonna video go?
She moved.
That's right. That's it. There's no other explanation.
She moved.
She didn't say goodbye. She didn't say goodbye.
She moved.
Were you into music and books first, and that got you into retail? Or were you into retail first, and that got you into books and records?
Okay, well, I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again. When I was 7, we moved to Hackettstown. And I was
7?
Yeah.
What?
When I was from Bergen County, so when I was 7, downtown Main Street in Hackettstown, that was my first look at a real downtown Main Street that wasn't like Route 3.
Okay.
And I was like, when I grow up, I want to have a store on Main Street in Hackettstown that sells used books and cassettes and VHS tapes and records.
And you got your dream come true.
And I got my dream come true. It took me about 23 years, but I had my store on Main Street in Hackettstown, and I outgrew it like that.
We sold online long before we ever had a retail store.
Yeah, but a lot more books. I was an English major. I'm so into reading. I mean, some years I read over 600 books in a year.
She reads mostly fiction.
I
read mostly nonfiction.
I had a hard time learning how to read. And so I think because I had to work at it so hard, I fell in love with the written word.
Okay. Very, very good answer. Have you ever had Why Can't Tori Read? The first and ultra rare Tori Amos traded in.
Yes, I've had it on CD and on vinyl
Well, do you remember?
and record store day.
Do you remember that record store day? We had like 1 or 2 copies of it. But that right before record store day,
Yeah.
it came in on vinyl. So we sold it on record store day to the lady who was there for Why Can't Tori Read. So yes, and I love that. I absolutely love that first song.
Yes,
Kind of crazy.
that was a good one.
All right, number 8. Have you ever considered extending the line of official Spin Me Round merchandise with record player pads, keychains, tote bags, magnets, and all the cool stuff with Awesome Spin Me Around logo on them.
Well, we've had stickers and pins and magnets, and t-shirts. We've been looking into getting the record player pads, but we're looking for someone that will send us a sample, and nobody wants to send us a sample so we can see what it looks like.
You know why I don't want to do tote bags?
Why?
Because they carry bacteria.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's saying not to use your reusable bags right now because, people don't wash them.
Yes.
So
why would we want to do something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Especially now, this day and age.
Yeah.
I say stay away from those tote bags,
Mm-hmm.
unless you have to use them, because some
Yeah.
places are going hardcore against plastic bags.
I know, but a lot of times when you go to a store and they're like, "Oh, we're bagless. You can buy this bag." If it's $1, I'll buy the bag. I'm probably never going to use it again. I might throw it out.
We give
But I'll-
most of them
I'll buy
away.
the bag.
Do you have a good idea of what you have on vinyl and CD wise? In the warehouse, back room, mothership. Not in the store.
No, not in the store. Not in the back room.
My warehouse is 100% hooked up, but it's already listed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going through things looking for certain items for people because that's just ridiculous.
I don't really like selling records online and having to ship them. It makes me nervous what the post office is going to do to them. So that's why. Plus, what if my, mint or very good plus isn't what you feel is mint or very good plus? Then that's not fair. You're not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy.
I don't really particularly sell vinyl online.
It-
I sell a lot of CDs, a lot of DVDs, but mainly
Mhm.
I sell books.
Lots of books.
Yes.
We got books.
Got tons and tons of books.
I've read lots of those books.
I've read lots of those books too. I've had lots of those books read to me. I do books on a CD or online or however I read them. All right. Did you ever find my skinny puppy too dark park vinyl while moving?
What color is it?
Listen, I know I got this thing. I know I do. But I'm not going through my stuff yet.
It's there somewhere. If
I know I have it.
If the crates were packed tight, we didn't unpack them. We just made sure everything was tight. So, but I always tell you, don't ask me for an album by the title. Tell me what color it is, and I'll tell you if I saw it.
Did you say you sell about 5,000 records a month?
Yes.
Absolutely, if not more.
That's just my rough estimate.
Yeah, you don't want to count Christmas time, man. We probably blew through about 15, 20,000. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's just a rough estimate. It's like it has to be at least 5,000. Could be a lot more.
Question number 12. If the store needs to be closed for a longer time, would you consider taking request lists for records and CDs, as long as it wasn't more than 10 or 5-10 titles to ship to local customers? Sorry, I'm not the world's greatest reader.
I know. I don't really want to go through. I don't want to ask them to open up Palmer Park so I can get in my store, and I don't think it's fair to everyone to give them more exposure. So,
Well, that's why I won't show my personal collection.
Mhm.
If I show my personal collection, it's how much? How much?
Mhm.
So that's why I won't even bother,
Yeah.
because
We've tried
it's
that
mine.
before. We've tried that before. And
Mine.
Everybody wants to know how much, and it's like, you know what? $1 million because it's mine, and I don't want to let it go.
And a lot of them have been Christmas presents, birthday presents, things given to me by certain people that I just don't want to let go.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have every single Ramones record known to man.
Yes.
And I don't care what anybody says, I got them all.
Yep.
All right, number 13. What do you all think of GameStop declaring themselves essential retail and staying open? I don't know if they still are, but if they are, they're a bunch of freaking morons.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that, I don't know if it's really essential retail, but they're going to do what they feel is in the best interest of, hopefully their customers,
I think they're scared to freaking death.
so.
If they close, they're not reopening. They got so much debt on their books and things going wrong in that company that if they closed, they'd be done.
But, all the ones in shopping malls are closed because the malls are closed. So
Yeah.
I guess it's just the ones in strip malls.
Mhm.
So,
Ready for number 14?
yes.
How far in minutes do you have to travel because of you changing malls from New Jersey to Pennsylvania?
It's only an extra like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
We actually pass the Phillipsburg Mall most of the time on the way there because it's right on Route 22.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're watching that mall crumble, unfortunately.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only an extra 10 minutes. It's not too bad.
Number 15. I live in North Carolina. Do you sell and ship any records? As I have found many in your video I'd like to purchase.
Everything we show in the videos is in store only. You know, once all of this blows over, North Carolina's not that far. You should come take a road trip.
Yeah,
Come visit us. We can selfie. Nobody ever wants to selfie with me.
I do. What?
You never selfie with me either.
Where the hell my phone?
It's in your hands.
It is. But yeah, that was 15 questions. I'm sure there's more, but
That was what we pulled together quick?
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, want to show them off some product maybe or do something else? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got stuff.
We got 10 tons of stuff.
We got lots of stuff.
We're in my warehouse. If I just turned around right now, you guys would be like, what?
What?
But I won't do it. Ha ha.
So I got a nice little pile of cassettes here, like Queensryche.
What?
Yep. The Warning.
I bet you that thing got like an inch of dust on it.
Yeah, we're getting there. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Radio 1.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Got a whole stack of them there, huh?
Rat Out of the Cellar.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely got a lot of stuff sitting here.
Yeah. This is really cool.
Ah, you know what this is, right?
It's a game, right? It's a CD-ROM
Yeah, turn
game?
it. Yeah, it's the PC game for Kiss, which you don't see too often. And it's got all the stuff in there, too.
I used to play a really cool one on the big floppy disk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a Crypt guy.
Was that like 1980 something?
No, I think it was the early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the first time my parents let me swear and didn't like yell at me.
What?
Yeah. Me and my sister sitting on that old computer playing this silly game.
What you got?
Well, see, I like these ones.
Who is it?
See the Rascals?
Oh, okay. It's got the old clamshell case.
I like those clamshell cases.
That's how you know it was an original.
Crucial Reggae.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it better have some Bob Marley on there.
It probably does.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got stuff.
Lots of stuff. We got stuff.
We gotta figure out how to do more videos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should do an unboxing. I'm sure I got some other stuff.
We probably do.
What?
Yeah.
I should open up some records or something. Goodbye. Do you think you answered everybody's questions?
I hope I did. I answered all the questions that I know I had.
So now what are they gonna do?
Now they gotta leave us a comment and let us know what they thought of this video, and they gotta give us a like, a big old thumbs up, because everybody likes a thumbs up, because when you do good, you get good, and then they have to subscribe, ring that bell, ding, 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 because we do a video like this a lot, and we'll see you soon.
If they have any other questions, they should ask, right?
Yeah, definitely. If you have more questions that you want me to answer, ask.
But we ain't shipping!
No, I don't wanna ship. I don't wanna go there and find stuff and ship it out.
Too much work.
It's a lot of work, and I don't want to inconvenience people that are dealing with their own families and their own stuff.
And to be perfectly honest, a lot of the stuff we sell is on the cheaper side.
Mm-hmm.
$3, $5, $10, $15, $20.
Have you seen my Billy Joel section lately? It's like this. Billy Joel used to be like this.
Yeah.
I sold a lot of Billy Joel, and they're like $2.99, $3.99.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I gonna bother? It'll all be there, just like it's in all the other record stores too.
Mm-hmm.
Except for they're not as cheap as ours. Ha ha!